Hi guys, Plum here. That's right, it's time for another husband versus wife video, and I guess you can probably see by what we've got on the screen today what we're going to be playing. Well, I don't know if you guys remember our last video. We played RuneScape and I won the challenge. So I get to decide what happens for this video's challenge. As some of you may know, I am the creative type, so why not make a challenge for creative Minecraft? That's right. The game that makes me sick, we are going to get creative in. So the idea for this challenge is we're to make the best structure or structures, and the most creative will win. But the twist on this one is that you guys get to decide who wins. So we'll be putting up to vote in the YouTube comments. We'll let you know at the end how you do that. But yeah, let's get started. My idea for this one is basically, rather than doing one large overall structure, I'm thinking of doing like little structures, little homages, shall we say. And seeing as I don't really play Minecraft all too much, although I like to draw and be creative that way, I'm not really all too sure how I will do with Minecraft. I think what I'm going to do instead is basically make a couple of builds that are a present for Agita. So it's going to be all the things that Agita loves. That means it's all about me. No, I'm joking. We all know the ranking of what Agita likes. So we're going to do some Luna, a Sol, a me, and some of the things he likes. And then we'll give it to him at the end. I don't know if that's the right wording, but we'll give it to him at the end. So my thinking here is that, well, Sol is orange and white and Luna is black and white, so we're going to find a nice orange block and then we're going to get a nice white for his white parts. Do we do black wool for Luna, or I seen a black block up here? Coal. We'll do coal for Luna and we'll do the same white. Yeah, let's get cracking with the dogs then. Luna first, since she's the favourite. Okay, I'm not really all too sure on scale, so I think I'll try work like evenly. So I think we'll go by 4 by 4. Is that 4 by 4? Yes. I can't count. This is going to go well. I think I've got the legs placed down as to how this is going to look. So I'm going for 4 by 4, and I guess we'll just see how tall we're going to make Luna. I'm thinking, again, we'll just make this like a hollow structure and we can enter through one of the legs. I don't really know what we're going to put inside the dog. We're going to put some nice little toes in. Actually, she's kind of got white toes, so let's do some smooth quartz, shall we? I don't know if this is going to look like the dog at all, but we'll see. We'll see. I reckon this is going to look so stupid, but we'll see. If you can guess what it is, I'll be happy.
So we have another husband versus wife challenge, and as you've probably guessed, this time it's inside Minecraft. The rules for this challenge couldn't be any more simple. We've to be in creative mode and build just whatever we want. So let's get started. Now we have free rein to build whatever we want here. So to begin with, I'm going to find myself some nice light blue wool, and then I'm just going to start making a rather messy line of it. And in fact, we're actually going to make a wall of this stuff, so I will need to go back and tidy up all of the mess that I'm making here. But for now, we're just going to make this wall nice and high. And I know that some of you might be disappointed that I'm not making a penis, but for once I'm actually going to try be a bit mature about this with what I'm building. And you'll get major points if you could hazard a guess as to what I'm building just from this blue wall here alone. But we're still not done with it yet, so we're going a few more layers high. At this moment in time, you're probably thinking it's either some form of sky thing or some form of water thing. And you'd be kind of right, to be fair. On the other hand though, I could have just completely chosen this blue block at random and could be building absolutely anything. So you never know. But this looks like a pretty decent starting place to begin with. So once I put down the second block here, I get the feeling that some of you will see what I'm going for. Especially whenever you learn that the second block that we're choosing are these bricks here, of which we come down to the bottom and we're going to put another layer of them just down here. with the same type of sticky out nonsense as doing the wall. Anything yet? Well, if not, let me put you out of your misery. I'm going to try recreate World 1-1 from Super Mario Bros. So sorry to those who did think I was going to make something vulgar, but today I'm actually doing something a bit unusual for myself and going more wholesome. And this really all is going to be a rather rough recreation, just because I'm not really sure which blocks to use in order to recreate the actual blocks within the game. I'm thinking about using these oak planks here for the yellow coin blocks though, which I'm going to place somewhere maybe about there. So that looks pretty horrible. Maybe in hindsight looking at this now, those oak planks may have not been the best choice. So are there any other blocks that I could have used here instead? Can't go wrong with a block of gold. Maybe that works a bit better? I mean, we are trying to go for what the image shows on the screen right now, so this is going to be pretty much impossible here. Unless I grab one of these signposts, I'll take this birch one here, and if I stick that on top of it, and just in the centre put a question mark. Yeah, that looks even worse actually. I did say that this is going to be a rough recreation. Really don't be expecting too much here. Well, whilst I wrap my brain around how I'm going to do a better job than doing that there, I get the feeling that Plum is going to be getting on so much better than me.
So I think I'm starting to get the kind of base down for Luna. She does have a white belly, so I'm gonna add that in here. I also need to think of a way how we're gonna get inside. Like maybe for the back of one of the legs could be like an entrance, like maybe here. Make like a door. I wonder if there's a black door. I guess dark oak door is the closest. We'll do a dark oak door right there. Okay, I think I've got kind of like the base floor plan here then. So you'll come in through the leg. I'll probably just make a set of like ladders or something. This will come up and this will be like the main room. And then we'll have the body, and then we'll do like the head as like a kind of balcony. The tail I don't think will make anything special. I think that'll just be, you know, decoration. But I think we've got a good base. Let's start building the body and the head, I guess. I should also note whilst I'm building here that we are not using like any mods apart from like some shaders and things. So like no world edit or anything like that is allowed to get used, because that would be like super helpful, especially seeing as I'm doing basically the same structure twice for the two dogs. It would be nice to be able to like copy, but I think that would be very much against the rules of what we're doing here. This is of course meant to be creative. Luna has like a little white bit in her chest, so that's what this is here, although it seems a little off center. Trying to figure out how to make the dog like look more 3D rather than just square. So like the idea just now is to try start tapering up towards the head. So like I'm thinking maybe, you know, doing this where it's kind of almost like a pyramid it's coming up to. Obviously it won't go straight to a point, seen as, well, dogs aren't pointy, the more you know. The idea really just now is to see like how we get up to the shoulder point and start building the head from there. I think that's looking okay. I think we could maybe start thinking about like the neck at the front and then making that flat for the back. So I'm pretty happy with this.
I'm thinking that I could do a better job with the question mark by making a banner on a loom, and we'll probably use a yellow banner for this because that makes sense to me. So I'll stick the white dye in here as well, and now we can just choose how this is going to look. So if we start off with this, and then this sideways piece here, this horizontal piece would have come next, but now we just have an F. How do I get rid of that bottom bit? Well, a short Google later, it turns out that the loom here isn't actually fit for purpose in terms of what I'm wanting to do. However, if I type in this obnoxious code here, I actually get out the banner that I'm looking for, and that looks pretty question markish to me, although I still have the feeling that placing it on there, it's just going to be absolute garbage. Ooh, well actually, I have just seen if I put an item frame down here first, I can put the banner on top of it. Now that looks marginally better than it did. Well, we'll continue the building now, which means we'll come over 3 and then we'll place blocks like this, and we'll have one of our gold blocks just in the middle there, and this block there actually does have another yellow block similar, but this one has a mushroom in it. So I'm wondering instead to get this glow frame, put it there, and grab a little red mushroom from here, and then just put that into the frame. Sure. And we're going to need to increase the height of our wall here by a little bit, so that we can place another item block here, with again a gold frame and our nice little question mark banner. Okay, so far it's looking pretty horrible still, but we'll continue on with this. Plum is probably expecting me to do something Zelda-esque here actually, seeing as that is one of my other favourite Nintendo franchises. But I did think a little bit different here with doing the Mario one, and so far it does have the potential to work out okay, but that's a bush, so it's going to turn out pretty much like that.
I think I'm definitely going for like the cuteness factor here. I'm hoping this is going to get me the points to win. You know, the dogs are cute, right? They're sweet. I think we need like a dark red or a brown or something for the nose, so let's have a look and see. Pink terracotta could be cute. Let's do pink terracotta. Look at that big pasta nose. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, now we need to do like a tongue hanging out. Tails will be at the side. We'll make the nose out of the netherrack. That makes a weird noise when it's placed down, my goodness. Nose, tongue, head, shoulders, knees and toes. Haha. Didn't have much white in her face. Like, she does it around her muzzle, but like, she's got a wee tiny bit on the top of her head. A little slither on her forehead. This isn't scary whatsoever. Don't know what you're talking about. Let's do this for the eyes, right? And then we can do like a black for the pupil. Looking to the side because she's always anxious about everything and always everything every time. Yeah. I think we'll make her face a little bit wider. Like, I'm feeling like this bit here is too short. It's just looking a bit stupid like that. I think she's looking cute. We just need those really pointy ears that she has because she's always listening to dogs. I think she kind of looks a little bit like, I'm not really all too sure at this point, like a kangaroo or something rather than a dog. I genuinely believe you will understand who this is, especially if we accompany it with the husky. But yeah, I'm thinking it looks okay. We just need to copy this for Sol, and then we've got Luna and Sol, the two favourites. I don't know if the tail is quite in proportion with the head, but you know, showcasing it. We're going this way. Oh no! So, we're going this way, and we're gonna have a ladder going up into the body, of which we're going to have to get some light. So let's get some light. In fact, let's do a soul lantern. Like, inside there's a soul. You don't really light up the place very well. Boo.
I think we'll get the lime concrete out for this next part here, and we'll see how we can maybe make some of these warp pipes. And that doesn't look too horrible to begin with, but some of these pipes actually have a secret way into further down into the level, so I might need to make them a bit bigger just to allow us to do that. And I'm not sure how this part is going to look, but if I put some string down on those two parts there, and then get some black carpet and maybe stick it on top like that, does that give it a little bit of depth to make it look as if it's kind of got that shadow that the pipes do? I really feel so inadequate whenever it comes to building in Minecraft. I have such great ideas at times, but just not the skill to actually do them. But it's time for another pipe, and this one is just a bit taller than the last one. Although, now that I'm thinking about this, that might be too tall, because the whole point of this is to be able to come through and actually jump over them. Let's see, so we jump and we hit these blocks there, and then we come to the very first pipe, and yep, okay, we can't even jump over the very first pipe. Okay, maybe let's get a bit more creative with this then. If we can't actually jump over that block, maybe we could have the blocks help us get over it instead. So I'm thinking that it's redstone to the rescue, and we'll place that there, hopefully facing up, and I'll take out this crimson pressure plate, and we'll maybe just place it about there, and then if we put a piece of redstone dust there, now will that work? Yes, that does seem to work. Just won't let me get onto it in time. Well, a bit of faffing around with redstone and some timings later, I think this now looks okay. So if you just come along here, presses the button, you get to this point, and you can pretty much jump up from there. Well, that works for me. Now just for this big one here, which I've reduced the height of this pipe for, but I'm wondering if I could have 2 blocks move up instead. So again, we'll try put the piston in place and sort the redstone out. Okay, truth be told, I have got no idea what's happening here. It's good that it moves that first one up, but I don't know why that second one isn't extending either. This was all just supposed to be a nice little Mario type build here. Why did I start on the redstone? This is just a never-ending hole that I'm never going to be able to get out of. Oh, I may revisit our redstone just near the end, but for now, we're just going to make some more pipes and carry on our build. Well, especially as, in order to get over this new pipe here, you would need a block to go up 3 in height. And yeah, let's ignore all that. Although the pipe that I'm going to need to make here is a bit different to these other ones, seeing as this one is actually a warp pipe. So, it's going to be a bit bigger than the other ones here, and is going to have this nice gap down the centre of it, which should take you to a secret area much further down the level. How am I going to do this? That's probably going to be some command block nonsense, so for now I'm just going to extend out the level here. I get the feeling that Plum's probably going to be making something rather horrendous actually, because she does quite like her severed heads in Minecraft. Or alternatively, she could be making something incredibly super wholesome and sweetly sickening, like some kittens or something like that. But if I were to guess what she was making, I would assume she would be making some form of house, which would most likely have a little secret room full of severed heads.
Yeah, let's put some nice jobby brown carpet, because that's what's inside dogs, and we all know it. It's just jobbies. It's Luna's favourite thing to do. That dog would shit all its life if it was allowed to. Look at that, nice. We've got the dog soul, jobby brown carpet. Let's make some nice jobby brown couches for us to enjoy our stay in Casa del Luna. Jobby brown carpet, dirts inside, beautiful. Now on to song. We're going to start the exact same way, and we are going to basically just place down the paws and we'll go from there. That was a little bit more complicated because he has a little bit more colour in him, but I also think it'll be easier because, like, placing the black blocks down, you really can't see where you've missed, so this might be a little bit like fresher, a little bit easier to do. So I know exactly how high we're making everything because I've already done it. I think Sal's got more like white in his feet. He's mainly like white, kind of like, you know, white up until like his back, really. So like all of his belly is white, his feet are white, and his legs are a little bit white on them. So although all this is going to be white, I think the red is going to have to start coming in pretty soon for it to kind of be accurate to his pattern. One difference I do plan on making between the two of them is that if any of you guys have ever seen Luna and Sol on our streams, is that, you know, Sol is a chunky boy. You know, he enjoys his food and not much activity, kinda like myself. So instead of like going up nicely like Luna does, like he's just gonna be more like barrel shaped. Hopefully Agita will definitely not mistake him for anything else.
So just as we add the final touches to our little eyed mountain or bush or whatever the hell this thing is, it's time to make our first proper death trap in this. So we'll remove these blocks here, and this is the first pitfall jump that you would have to do. So normally you would just fall straight down into the void, but I've got a better idea of what you should fall into. That's right, some nice hot lava. But don't worry, because just after you jump over the lava, you have this nice bush. Ah, right, okay, this isn't great. I actually should maybe stop this rather than just looking at it. Okay, right, this really hasn't gone according to plan. Could you please stop burning down everything that I've just done? Right, great. That's just fantastic. even more work for me to redo. Okay, well sadly, no lava death trap, so instead you just fall into a hole. It's not as exciting, but at least it isn't going to ruin all of my hard work here. Oh no, my little happy bush. And actually, looking at this from a distance, it's starting to come together, I think. This definitely looks as if a 5-year-old's made it. But we'll do another one of our favourite little death traps down here as well, which really isn't too much of a death trap and more just of a place for you to fall down into. But don't worry, because we have a nice little safe pathway just above that if you could jump up onto, you would be able to get over this way. I really don't think redstone is going to work at all here with these builds. I am very tempted just to get rid of these, because at the end of the day, you're probably just going to use creative mode to get over this anyway, so yeah. No redstone for this build. Well, I'll maybe just keep this redstone here, just to show that I did try, and then gave up very quickly just afterwards. And again, we have another special block just to the side. This time it has a superstar inside it. So we'll place in this little nether star, which is just going to need to work. And then we can come back to our very important detailing of putting in some more bushes. And again, another extension. I wonder how Plum's getting on right now.
Oh yeah, look at that chunk! Yes! He's a big chunk! I just went underneath Sol to go put these like feet on, and I started to hear like squeaking, and I'm really scared, and I don't know what's going on, and I need some... What's that? What is that? Is it the cows? Okay, so it appears we're probably just gonna have something squeaking for the whole time that we're inside Sol. Whatever it is that's squeaking is now just part of Sol. He does scream a lot, so we can just say it's a feature. He looks very much like a chunk, but he looks really cute, I think. Doesn't look derpy at all. Look at that wee sideways tongue he's got going on. Okay. Let's do the inside now. Okay, we've added all the soul lanterns in. We need to do the jobby brown carpet because, you know, there is one thing extra we need to add. So we're going to do TNT because this is where it all comes from. This is Sol to a T. All the dog soul, jobby brown carpet. I don't know why we've got couches, but we've got them. And then this wonderful stuff. We have Luna and we have Sol. So now we have to do me. Okay, so we're starting with the feet again. This is the only way that I can think of making toes. Okay, so I've like made this go all the way along so I can give the idea of like how wide I'm going to be, I guess. And it's already perfect. I don't need to do anything in the back like department because I don't have an ass. Gotta be careful not to make this stomach too round. Like, as much as I am fat, I don't want like Agatha to think this is some impromptu like pregnancy announcement or something. So we're gonna make it out but flat. Just looking like a really sad Snoopy dog at the moment. Okay, in the interest of not getting demonetized, not that we make money at the moment yet, I think we're gonna put some clothes on. Beautiful. I have no idea why I thought this would be a good idea. I don't know why I woke up today and went, do you know what? Agatha would like to see me square form and like, you know, naked. This is it. This is the last husband and wife challenge series we'll be doing because he's gonna wake up tomorrow watching this video and he's gonna realise exactly what he married. And he's gonna leave me. To make this truly accurate to life, what we need to do, we need to add some grey hairs. Ain't got them super bad, but it's certainly something else. Now we need to do the features. So let's get a nose. Right, there's a nose. I have blue eyes, so let's just do the eyes. Oh, this is fantastic. And now we need to add the smile. Yes. Now, the most important question I've got is where do we enter? In the leg, of course. We're inside me, and there's lots of bats, and I'm scared. I'm genuinely genuinely worried. Add some soul inside me. I think that's me complete. So top 3 for Agita in this order. Luna, then Sol, then me. So we need to do a couple of small other things that he loves. So I have an idea.
And that's our level being extended out by quite some distance once again. So let's continue building here, and after putting the finishing touches on those item blocks here, it's time for the first set of stairs. And because we're using Minecraft version 1.17 for this challenge, I actually do have access to a lot of new copper items here that I could use for the stairs. And it's pretty simple. They are 4 blocks wide here by 4 blocks tall, and then we'll just finish them in just like that. And I actually really quite like the looks of these copper blocks here. It definitely gives it a little bit of a different texture, and we certainly cannot be forgetting about our nice little happy bushes in between, or our angry-eyed mountains. So we have another warp pipe coming up here, and this is the other end of that original warp pipe, all the way down the bottom there that you can just about see with the kind of gap in the middle of it. So that one there would take you to this one eventually, but you need to go through a dungeon first, which we'll come on to. And we're pretty much coming to the end of our Mario level here, so we've got one more little pipe, which is just a decorative pipe, so it doesn't really matter much. And now we've got some stairs. So let me go get this copper. And these stairs are actually 9 blocks wide at the bottom here, and they're 8 blocks tall in height, and then we fill them out just kind of like this, giving them this kind of stair pattern. Whoops. So that's the very last obstacle of the stage, with the big stairs at the end. So now we just have the flag and the castle, which will place down another one of these copper bricks for the base of the flag. Just what material to make the pole out of? Probably just this iron bar there. It kind of works. And we'll put a nice slime block right on the top, just to symbolise the very top of the flagpole. Although I'm going to grab a white banner out for this next part, as well as some green dye, and finally this creeper banner, and we'll make ourselves the flag for the flag post, but with a nice green creeper face rather than a green mushroom. And we'll hopefully be able to place it just about there. Yep, perfect. So the final part is just a little crappy castle, which I'm about to make even crappier, but I think it's about this wide by probably that tall. Actually, I'm just going to remove the little top part here with some brick stairs instead. Oh yeah, actually that works a little bit better. Let me change the rest of this. Nope, now that looks so much worse. A slab there and a slab there. Okay, yeah, that looks absolutely garbage. But we'll get some black wool for where the door should be, and we'll put that there and there. And yep, that's just going to need to do. It does have some windows just about here, so I'm wondering just to kind of place that on it. Okay, we've now got a terrified castle at the end, and I'm okay with that. Well, here's how it's kind of looking so far then. We still maybe got a couple more bushes and some clouds to put in, but yeah, this is not looking too awfulish so far. So it's once again time for another extension. So I'm wondering how Plum's getting on this time.
Does that look like beer? I don't know. Maybe I should have put like some water inside it or lava or something so that it signifies that it's beer. Who knows? Let's get on with the garden part of it anyway. Okay, so I'm thinking we'll add lots of this stuff. Obviously a garden needs a fence, because then is it even a garden? It's just a field. We've got a very off-centre beer garden. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Attention to detail. That's how we win these challenges. We're going to plant some daisies. We get some grass. As if there's something we want is like an unkempt garden. Got a few trees. Very nicely placed. Oh, perfect. This is the beer garden to signify Agita's love for alcohol. The next thing that we're going to add as a small build is Agita's love for food. We'll maybe set up a picnic. Okay, picnic blanket is almost done. There we are. Okay, so I think we need a picnic basket next. So let's make it out of some planks. Okay, it's going to be a floating picnic basket. We can chuck some food in there, right? Let's have a look. Let's see. There's some raw beef because, you know, we're going to give everybody salmonella. There's some beef in there. That's nice. We're going to get some bread and we're going to chuck some bread in there. Let's throw some carrot in there. We'll do whole melon because I know we can place that. Look at that. Beautiful. We need to signify that this is more of a picnic by, you know, adding nature. And of course, no picnic would be complete without some bees. They're so cute. Okay, I may have went slightly overboard with the bees, but that's okay. Oh, the trees have grown over there. Well, damn. I don't know if he's gonna get into that beer garden now. I guess that's his problem, not mine. Anyway, so we've got the picnic. We've got our beer garden. We've got Luna, Sol, and me. What else does Agita love, you say? Well, Agita also loves gaming. So that last thing we're going to build for him is we're going to build a giant switch. I'm building this switch from memory, so, you know, if it doesn't look like a switch, I can only apologise. I could search something up and see what it looks like, but that would also require effort that I'm not willing to. But yes, that is the glass, and then we'll have the red Joy-Con at this side. Okay, so Agita really likes Zelda, so I'm thinking of getting some yellow blocks and putting like a Triforce in the middle. I think this is about as good as it's getting. So there you have it. These are my builds and my take on the creative husband versus wife challenge that we had. Yeah, I hope he likes it. He probably won't. He's probably going to think this is absolutely scary and disgusting, but at least we'll have accomplished making him feel something. And yeah, thanks for watching, I guess.
Well, that's now all of the clouds done, and yeah, it's definitely starting to get there. It's definitely starting to look quite complete. All that's really left now is to make this underground part, which these warp pipes will take you to. And this will be the backdrop to our little dungeon section. So next we'll grab some of these prismarine bricks, and these are going to act as our flooring foundation. And we'll grab some of these warp planks next, and these can be used for the walls as well as the other foundations for this build as well. So I'll just quickly grab some more of this lime concrete, and we will finish this off by making the pipes that would take you up to the furthest away pipe that you see just down the end there, which ends up looking nothing like a pipe, but that's it done there. And we'll finish off this little dungeon section just by placing in some more of these item frames, and inside the item frames we'll place in some more of this raw gold to act as if it's coins that you would be collecting. Right, time to get a bit more complicated again. If I give myself a command block, I could potentially use this to have us teleport from the main map there into the dungeon and then back into the main map, just as if we were warping. And just like redstone, I'm not really sure how the commands work for this block either, so I am hoping this is just going to teleport me to 10, 110. I think we might need to activate this with another pressure plate, so... oh, yeah, okay. That does work. So I'm thinking of having the player just teleport to here and then falling down into this dungeon part. So what coordinates are these? Right, that's the coordinates put into there, so hopefully this will teleport me to there. Pretty much it did. Okay, that's not too bad, and then you would jump up here, collect your coins, and come over to this pipe here, and it would teleport you back down to there. So I'm going to place a piece of black concrete just here, and then once again grab coordinates of this location, which I now have, so I'll remove that block there and put the command block in instead. And we will change these to the coordinates, which I think that was them, I've already forgotten. We'll put another pressure plate here. And... okay, close enough, maybe a bit higher than we should have been. But I said 90, what was it? 9. Close enough. So with this first warp pipe here, I want you to come to it, drop down, and then it would teleport you away to the dungeon. So let's put the command block in there. So place down this pressure plate, then come up and we'll see if that works. Sweet. Then you would run over, come down here, and you would come to the end of the map, which you could run up, jump onto this, and then continue jumping up over to here, and look, it's the flag, which you would jump down to, and yep, pretty much done. And that's the castle. I'm wondering if I should maybe bring these bricks out just one more. Well, it's more work for me, but I'll do it anyway. And I think that's me now done. So we'll just do a very nice flyby, and we'll just see all of this nonsense that I've actually made here. Which, for the length of time that it has taken me, I'm pretty pleased with it. It definitely would shout Mario to you, should you ever see it. Maybe with exception of this last little screaming castle here. I am genuinely pleased with what we've built here, so we will see what Plum has gotten up to, and at the end of the day, it's your guys' votes who will determine who is the winner of this husband versus wife challenge. So, you know the right choice, don't you? You know the right choice. I think I'm in your world now. I am in your world. I already see bees around the place, by the way.
Yep,
right,
they were supposed to be contained in a place.
Are they? Okay. But I'm not looking yet, so I don't know. There you are. And you're there. Right, okay. So we just turn around and we see what you have made then?
No, I want you to follow me.
Oh, okay.
You need to go this way.
So we need to
just
crouch.
ignore everything. No, 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 you can just need to
so
come
far.
and, you need to come and read this. This
right,
is
okay.
for you.
Right, okay. Oh,
that's for you.
Oh god. Right, my gift to Agita, all the things he loves, love Plum. Oh god. I can see Luna.
Yep.
Yep, I can see Luna here, and I can see Sol as well.
Yep.
And I'm assuming this is me or you.
This is me.
That's you.
Yes. We're in the ranking for
I think some assets are maybe not, you know, in proportion, but I'm not going to complain too much here.
It's in ranking of how much you love, like how much we mean to you. So it's Luna first, then it's Sol, then it's me.
Oh, is that it? Is that the pecking order here?
That's the pecking order, yep.
I do like it. Look at Luna's wee snout.
There is technically an inside at the back.
Oh god.
But
oh, that's just awful. What do you mean in the back?
Just here. Just here.
Oh, okay. I was looking somewhere completely different. Right,
it's not that exciting though.
Coming up ladders. Is this just dirt chairs?
Yes.
But is that supposed to symbolise something else, or?
Yeah, at the jobby brown carpet.
Oh, I see.
And all the soul lanterns, because you know.
That's Luna's favourite colour. Is poo stained brown, yep. Isn't it?
She loves that dog loves
she absolutely does. So we'll head next door then, and we will check out Sol. I'm really glad that you've not given him any form of
no.
Also, I like the way that the tails are kind of reflective as well, because Sol does have quite a curly tail in real life.
Yeah.
Whereas Luna, that is definitely a poo stance tail, isn't it? Straight tail.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what that is. And he seems to have very similar innards, except is this explosive diarrhea?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
He's also a little bit chonkers, if you haven't noticed. There's
is he a bit wider inside here?
Yeah.
Well, enough room to swing a cat.
Exactly.
That's what we've got in here. So the last build then, is there a secret entrance? There is just in the back of the...
No, just in the back.
Just in the back of the leg.
Don't want to be too inappropriate, you know.
No, with your nice blue diapers. Right, let's go in and check. Well, this is a long way up for this one actually. But we are now inside you.
Yep.
That's both hot and disturbing at the same time. I've fallen in a hole.
If you sit here and then look up, it was meant to be a nice message to you, but instead I can't spell nor had the space to. So instead it just says I love you.
is that a V? Oh, it does. It is. I love you. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. What type of block is this? Calcite.
Yeah.
Okay, I've not heard of that block before yet, so cool.
There are smaller builds that I did make for you, but they didn't quite work out the way that they were supposed to.
Okay.
But this was to signify your smaller loves. This one is, or was meant to be, a beer garden, but I didn't realise that the saplings would
What happened to the saplings?
I didn't realise they would grow.
Oh, so were there just supposed to be little tree saplings around the place and then they grew into these trees?
There is a full-blown forest. But I know you can't drink beer, but I didn't think that the pun of the beer garden would work without
some form of beer thing here. Yeah,
exactly.
Some cider. Oh, very nice. I thought it was a glass of piss. There you go.
And then this bit over here. This is to signify your love of food. There was loads of food inside it, but it's all despawned, so there's only a melon left in there.
My love for melon, absolutely.
Yep. So this was like a picnic.
Oh,
and
I see, yeah. Little rose bushes around there as well, and is this the switch?
Yeah.
Oh, look, it is Zelda. Who would have thought?
Exactly.
Hey, there's the Triforce. I like your switch, by the way.
So yes, it was your love of me, the dogs, food, drink, and gaming.
You
all
have
for you.
certainly done not too bad here, man. You certainly haven't done too bad at all. How long did this take you, do you think?
I don't know, because obviously I had to take a few breaks with being a little bit ill from playing it. I think it took me maybe about 2 hours, but I think
it's not bad for 2 hours, by the way.
Yeah, proper it wouldn't have been that much. I wasn't as creative as I probably could have been, but I also, as you can probably tell, kinda gave up round here.
You gave up with the little garden here, the little food garden, which has no food inside it.
There was meant to be bees around here, but all the bees left.
The bees have now escaped properly,
Yes.
I see that. Maybe it was Sol who ate all the food. Maybe that's what happened.
Yep.
Nasty,
Do you
nasty
like that
Sol.
he's got his little
I
tongue
like the
hanging
toys as well.
inside there.
And he does, yeah. Just as
With
stupid as in real
nature.
life.
Yep.
Well, this is maybe a good place to start then, actually, seeing as you have spawned just behind it. Just from this alone, what do you think I've made?
I haven't looked. Can I turn around and
Oh
look?
yeah, sorry. Turn around and look. Turn around and look.
Looks Mario.
Yeah.
Like a kind of 2D like scroller game type thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I've done. I've done a really, really bad job of Super Mario Bros. World 1-1. So that's what we got here. So let's come round to it properly.
Or was I behind it?
You were behind it there. This is the front of it. So
oh yeah.
It's definitely looking a little bit better from this end, isn't it?
Definitely.
I did just spend like 3 hours making a blue wall, by the way. I did put some time into it, as you can see.
That's really cool. Do they stuff work, or like what are these blocks
No,
made
they
of?
don't really work too much, to be fair. You are supposed to kind of just go through it, so if you press like come down and press F5, I think it's twice, you kind of come into your character, and you've got this horrible view and really difficult controls, and you're supposed to kind of do things from this side.
Oh god, I can't. No, that's
not working.
Yeah, like this. Ooh.
There you go. And obviously you would jump, but the controls are so awkward. Right, there's a little... There's a little platform just in front of you, which I did try and make some redstone kind of things with it. So the whole idea was you're supposed to kind of come along this way, and you hit that switch, which eventually brings up a little block there that allows you to then jump up onto the pipe. But yep, that was the only piece of redstone that I actually was able to do with this, because you can't jump onto the pipe without help.
Yay.
But there you got onto it. And then you would just continue doing the rest of it. This pipe here actually does work though. So normally in the game you would go down one of the warp pipes and it would take you into a little dungeon, which is basically a shortcut to the end of the level. So if you do go down that pipe, you have been teleported away to the secret dungeon area, which is over here.
Cool.
And then you've got the pipe at the end there, which there's another pad, and that would teleport you down to the end of the level here. So you would come out
so cool.
from another pipe. Oh god, I keep forgetting how long this is what she said. So you're out here on this pipe here, and you've got the end just beside you. It's cheating so rotten, by the way.
Yep.
Supposed to be jumping.
Sorry.
There we go. Yes, that's still jumping. That's it. Straight into the block. Now, you need to be honest with me. I took a lot of time doing this next part here. You're right beside it, to be fair. So tell me your honest opinions about it. How nice is this castle?
Beautiful.
That beautiful?
Yep.
That doesn't look like extremely happy and terrified at the same time.
It kind of looks like a crab. If you
Crab?
Yeah, like if you forget the little back bit, it looks like a really like happy crab.
Happy crab. Oh, I didn't show you. Look, this took me forever, by the way. Just before we do wrap up, this took me forever. Look at that little question mark. You won't believe how long that took me to do that, by the way. I had to go online. Yeah, I had to go online, look for a code just to do it. My original one was just garbage, but this one there, I think it looks
beautiful.
There you go.
Well, that's the two builds then. So we're going to do this a little bit differently, and we're going to basically let you guys decide who wins. So we'll have a comment pinned in the YouTube comments for TeamAgita and TeamPlum, and you can like that and see who's the winner. It's going to be me, just so you know.
No, I don't think so. Definitely going to be me.